Have you ever wondered what the Bible teaches about a specific subject matter? This video is a guide on how to discover answers to that. This is a part of a larger series of videos called Virtual Coach. If you go to our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, go to playlist. Under there, you'll find a playlist titled Virtual Coach. The video titles of the videos in the playlist will say Virtual Coach, and then it'll give a category. This category is under Bible study, specifically under topical study. So, how do I take a subject matter and understand what the Bible says about it as a whole? And this is several steps into this. We're doing about 10-minute sessions each time. So you can look above this one to see the other preceding videos. The first one gives a more fuller explanation of how to go about doing this. Here, I just do the basic summary. So you have the subject matter. In this instance, we're doing angels as our exercise. And then you go to a website called Bible Gateway. Just search Bible Gateway or put in BibleGateway.com. And you'll go into the search engine and you'll put in your subject matter. Now, what you'll note with this kind of concordance, there's another concordance you can use. It's called Open Bible. You can get more topical focus, but the word you use will be specific. So it will not give you a verse that does not list these specific letters. That's why I do singular, so that way I pick up all the ones that use the single word angel. If I used angels, it might only give me the plural form. So I'm getting all the verses now that use the word angel and angels. And I have a list of words, other words that might be used. Demon and Satan and all of those is because they have the same kind of nature as angels. They fall under that same classification. So I'm going to be looking through all of these words, but I'm starting with the word angel. I'm keeping notes here so I know where I am. I'm currently looking for this word angel, and I left off at 2 Samuel 19:27. So I have listing here in book order the different ideas that I have accumulated so far. And that's all I'm doing is just accumulating the ideas. After I get all the information, I'll start organizing it in some kind of outline form, and then I'll get a clear picture of the subject matter. So we've left off at 2 Samuel 19:27. So I'm going to scroll down. This is listed in book order. And so I'm going to run down to 2 Samuel. Nope, looks like I passed it. 2 Samuel, I think it was 19. Yeah, 19:27 it was. Yes. And I'm going to see if there's anything pertinent. I'm going to try to keep in mind what ideas I've put in here so far. What will happen is I might have duplicates because I forgot I already noted it. And when we go back to organize it, we'll catch that. So 2 Samuel 19:27. I'm just going to focus on where the word is because there's a lot of surroundings, and I'll expand if I don't understand what's happening. But my Lord the King is like the angel of God. Do therefore what seems good to you. He has slandered your servant to my Lord the King. That's an interesting one. I haven't come across that yet, so I don't think I have. So we're going to put that as a new subcategory, 2 Samuel 19. Though I think there is something like that somewhere else. Like I said, we'll figure that out once we get the full picture and organize all of this. But people are sometimes compared to angels. Okay, so we see that happening here. Then 2 Samuel 24:16, we see angel mentioned 3 times in that passage. Oops. The angel stretched out his hand toward Jerusalem to destroy it. Okay, so there's some interaction here. God said to the angel to stop. This is now, I think this is when David's being judged because of his sin, I think, regarding the census. So the angel's involved in carrying that out. I think that they're not necessarily being seen. That might fit this. Angels can be involved in causing activity without us being aware. I will put it there. Might put it somewhere else as well. You could put these verses in a couple, you can put them in any multiple places. 2 Samuel 24:16. I want to say that this is referring to an angel carrying out God's judgment. I'm going to do that. I just wanted to see if I had it elsewhere already. I can't see that, so I'm going to put 2 Samuel 24:16. Angels sometimes carry out God's judgment or punishment. Okay. Then we move on. Then David spoke to the Lord when he saw. So here David is seeing the angel doing his action. So he sees it, and somewhere in here, I think there is a note of, I think it's probably towards the top. Angels interact with humans. Yeah, I might put it there. 2 Samuel 24:17. I might add another one here. 2 Samuel 24:17. Angels can be seen by people, sometimes not. And that's because of somewhere in here, Balaam doesn't see them. Angels can be, right here, angels can be involved in causing activity without us being aware of that activity or seeing them. Sometimes not. I'll say refer to Numbers. Remember Balaam. Okay. Now we're into Kings. Angel spoke to me by the word of the Lord, saying. So an angel spoke to someone. So we got interactions with angels. More interactions with angels, so we'll just find that. I don't think that needs to be expanded further. You just need to find where that is. Angels interact with humans. Okay, so we're at 1 Kings 13:18. Okay. Then an angel touched him and said to him, interacting with humans. So again, this time in 19:5. Angel of the Lord came again, a second time, and touched him. So that carries up to verse 7. Oh. Verse 7. And then we're into 2 Kings. Again, angel interacting. 2 Kings 1:3. 3. Same in verse 15 here. Angel of the Lord went out and struck down. Now we got some more of this carrying out God's wrath. We don't see him being seen there. So 2 Kings 19:35. Causing activity, not being aware. 2 Kings 19. My computer's going a little slow. 19:35. 2 Kings 19:35. And we want that also carrying out God's judgment here. 2 Kings, Kings 19:35. And then we're in the Chronicles. And I think we'll stop there because we're at near our 10-minute mark. So what I'm going to do is put 1 Chronicles 21:12 is where I left off, or where I'm going to pick up. So 1 Chronicles First Chronicles 21:12. So next time I'll be picking up at 2 Chronicles 21:12. And you can see up here at the top, it'll tell you how many times it's mentioned in each book. So you can see the progress we're making. We're in First Chronicles. We'll fly past Second Chronicles and then hit a few instances here. And then Zechariah has 20, so we're probably going to, there's only 12 chapters in Zechariah, so we're probably going to lump a lot of those verses together into one or two categories. Then we have a number of times in the Gospels and Acts, and then we move pretty quickly then down to Hebrews, pretty quickly into Revelation, mentions it often. So that's our journey that remains, and then we'll look at these other words, which I think these other words will not be mentioned as often as angels are. So we're hitting the heaviest word. We'll start making faster progress as we go through these latter words. If you have any questions on that, though, just leave that in the comments below. I'd be glad to answer them. Or if you would like to grow in your faith in person and you live in the Pittsburgh area, we would love for you to join us. We are at 2501 Staten Street. We meet Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. Or if you don't live in the Pittsburgh area, you can join us anytime by live streaming. We stream our services, again, at our YouTube channel, Bethel Pittsburgh, live at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. See you then. God bless.